Namaste everyone. Myself Deepthi Gayam and I'm the co-founder of GVR Global Erudite School, also Ridgewood International High School, which has been recently launched. Also, I am Mrs. Bhishma Reddy, who has been elected as a president for Rangareddy District of Schools. Here, I'm going to introduce a great inspiring leader, Saroja Gullapalli, who is the founder of Beyond Your Mind Foundation, also Crystal Children Corner Academy. She has conducted complete holistic programs so that many people have changed their lives. And if a society is supposed to be changed, especially that should be started from the children. Since I have requested many times, ma'am, to conduct few programs in our schools as well, she has taken the decision called Acharya, which is the program related to teachers. If this holistic wisdom is being trained to every teacher, the society will change very quickly. And I'm going to ask few questions to ma'am so that everyone will get to know about what is this project about. And the project name is Acharya. Namaste, ma'am. We are so delightful that your presence is being here. And thank you, ma'am. And my heartfelt gratitude to you as well as universe for introducing you to the educational world.
Namaste, Deepthi madam, and my humble pranams to all. When I say all the humanity, and especially everybody who is and going to be part of this beautiful project which Deepthi just now explained, BYM Acharya.
Ma'am, I would like to ask few questions regarding BYM Acharya project. So, how this is going to be helpful for all the teachers and students?
It is my pleasure to talk about this divine initiative which we have started on Beyond Your Mind Foundation platform. The beautiful project which we have named Acharya, in fact, BYM Acharya. So this is a teacher's holistic well-being program. We have named this Acharya after such a divine thought that we need to build a program for the teacher's well-being also. When we talk about well-being, we talk about the holistic well-being. So if I would like to take this Acharya into a little bit more detail, the key objectives behind this BYM Acharya project, which is Teachers Holistic Wellbeing Program, it is a twofold objective program. When I say twofolds, it has got two faces of the coin. The first one is, what do we want to achieve for the teachers through this program? When I look at this side of the coin, which is about what do we want to achieve for the teachers, we are looking at the stress management part of the teacher's side. How can we help the teachers to develop that emotional intelligence, which is so much required in the teaching field? Not only that, this Acharya program focuses on how to build healthy relationship with students on day-to-day basis. Also, it's just not about students alone. Here, Acharya program is primarily focusing on the personal growth of the teachers, their well-being. So when we talk about well-being, this Acharya program encompasses the whole daily routine of a teacher. And when I talk about the daily routine, again, my dear friends, I talk from the holistic perspective. So I explained you one side of the coin of the BYM Acharya, which is about what do we want to achieve for teachers through this program. What is the other side of this coin? The other side of the coin is, what do we want to achieve for children through this program.
Yes.
The key objectives of this site is about how can we develop a fear-free environment for the teachers? How can we create an atmosphere where the children have limitless thinking? How can we develop an environment where the teachers and the students have healthy relationship? And most of all, it is about the one team concept. So, Deepti, what I'm trying to tell here is,
Yes.
though BYM Acharya looks like this is all about teachers, but we want to promote the one team concept, saying that it's not teachers against children or children against teachers, because that's what the present education system is.
Yes.
Children are so fearful of the whole faculty, as if there is some judgment going to happen.
Yes.
And same thing with teachers. It
Yes.
is like the teachers have to perform
Yes.
to outperform the children.
Yes.
But what we are trying to emphasize here is this Acharya program is aiming to work on one team concept.
Yes.
We are trying to promote
Yes.
that teachers and students
Yes.
are one team. So, Deepti, this is on the key objective side. And later, when you want, we can go through a little bit more detail on such high key objectives. How can we achieve that?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, what is Beyond Your Mind Foundation about? When you say BYM or Beyond Your Mind, is there anything existing? Anything existing beyond your mind, ma'am? That is my question.
That's a very good question, Deepti, because this BYM Acharya is basically one of the key projects of Beyond Your Mind Foundation. So when we talk about Beyond Your Mind Foundation, I am the founder of Beyond Your Mind Foundation. And Deepti, you have given enough introduction about myself. But what I want to tell about what is this Beyond Your Mind concept? What we are trying to convey to the humanity is that you are more than your thinking mind. We are saying that do not be captured in the cage of your thoughts. Do not identify yourself with your mind or your thoughts. The more you associate yourself with your mind, you're missing the magic of life itself. Each one of you are far bigger and greater than your mind. Be aware and go beyond your mind to connect to the essence of who you are. From that space, you can live your life completely with awareness. Happiness and peace will become your second nature from this space. And this is what the whole humanity is striving: happiness and peace. So this Beyond Your Mind Foundation is a community platform. It's a non-profit organization whose objective is to help humanity to learn to build resilience and preparedness to face challenges, practice mindfulness techniques to harness our inner strength, learn about the breath energy and the science of mindfulness. Not only that, Deepti, it is to celebrate life by learning to live every moment with complete awareness. Through Beyond Your Mind platform, which we call a family, we are building a support network all over the world. Why? To help each other to grow every minute. So this is what the Beyond Your Mind concept, the three words mean. And as I have mentioned several times before, on this Beyond Your Mind platform, we have project for every part of this demographic, starting from a very little child or an unborn child to somebody who is aging in the age of 90s. Okay. The Beyond Your Mind Foundation has got services for all kind of public. Yes. And BYM Acharya is one of those 16 projects that we have initiated, and we are moving forward on this platform.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. And can you give us an overview on what other projects and services are being provided on BYM platform, ma'am? And what are those and how many volunteers are working? First, answer the question for how many other services are going on.
You can see that lotus in the middle. That's what this beautiful family is all about. And the sun rays that are going all over is our volunteers who are helping to kick all these beautiful services or projects that you can call. If I can quickly take you through from the top, on the side, you can see on the top side, there is a 3 C's. And this is where the story starts. Crystal Children Corner Academy. It is an academy for holistic wisdom that we are conducting at the moment all over the world. So, this particular Triple C Academy is a holistic wisdom classes for children. They're conducted in 3 languages, in English, Telugu, and Hindi. We conduct it for 23 countries, including Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Malaysia, India, Bali, Thailand, Sri Lanka, UK, Australia, Germany, US, Canada, Italy, name it. To make sure that we can address the whole globe, we have divided into 3 zones. So we have English Zone 1, English Zone 2, because of the time zones, time differences.
That's amazing.
Around 1,200 students have gone through Triple C classes. We have been running these classes for 8 years. We have volunteers who are doing selfless service as teachers. We have around 150 teachers from all around the globe who are working for this Triple C classes. I just wanted to give you a scale of what is the scale of this Triple C classes we are talking about. So, Triple C classes, every project on this BYM Services Board are free. They are cost-free, Deepthi, and BYM does not charge 1 single rupee or dollar to
Yes.
any student or any participants. Moving down, we have BYM Navodaya. This is a project for orphanage. We or our volunteers go to orphanages, deaf and dumb schools, juvenile homes to give this holistic wisdom to all over the world, to less advantaged children. Then, as you can see, we have got Acharya BYM, which we are talking about today. Not only that, Deepthi, for
Yes.
youth, we have Indigo Youth Platform. We have graduates from Harvard Business School who are coming into our platform, on this youth platform, to talk about science of happiness, the science behind the gratitude. So that is the extent of Indigo Youth Platform, the kind of classes we are holding for youth. Then we have the guided meditation session for children as well as for adults. They're all free services. Volunteers, you were talking about how many volunteers, Deepthi, we are talking about around 300 volunteers from all around the world on all these projects.
Wow.
Then if you can see, there is a project for autism, Sixth Sense Generation. This is a support network for the family of the autistic children.
Wow.
To give them the right advice, right knowledge, so that they know how to handle the children. Then we have spiritual parenting, Deepthi. You have been yourself in those classes.
Yes.
And this is supporting parents as to how to understand the children that come into their life and what is the role that parents play. And spiritual parenting classes are amazing. Then we have inner child workshops where we are helping all the participants how to clear their emotional blocks. We have Voice of BYM where we invite all the senior masters. We interview them to know how they have changed their lives with all the wisdoms that we give on Beyond Your Mind. And they become our inspiration for all the others to follow the path. Then, as you know, we have BYM Sanghas. Sanghas is a platform where all the participants can join and they can discuss with each other about concepts like acceptance, surrender, self-love. So these are all the things Deepthi.
Yes.
And then you can see 2 amazing projects next to other. One is Saheli and the other one is Mitra. Saheli is for ladies, Mitra is for gents. This is a support network. This is a support network among women and men to get rid of their pain body or to release their pain body. And today, all over the world, we have thousands of Saheli networks where women are coming together to share and care about each other to release their pain body. And Mitra, we have just launched, which is just another support network for men. Last but not the least, the beautiful eye that you see on this chart is all the amazing wisdom sharing session I and all the BYM masters do from time to time to make sure that we are on the top of this game called life. Thank you for letting me share.
Yes, that's amazing, ma'am, to see all the different projects which are helpful, being helpful for all the different people in the different world. And one more question, ma'am. Today, all educational organizations are targeting only on academic scores. So, do you think that holistic wisdom is the key to have a healthy, happy life for a child?
This is amazing question, Deepti, and I wish every human being, every parent, every teacher really had a chance to ask this question. For some reason, somehow, the humanity has all been sidetracked. And it's all about physicality, materialism that we are seeing and we are interacting every minute of our life. But honestly, Deepti, a child's development does not consist just of the physicality. The marks that we are talking about, the curriculum that we are talking about in the school, it's only physicality and materialistic.
True,
But
ma'am.
as I said before, BYM is always about holistic development of the child. So before I come to your question about the marks, I just want you to give a background of what kind of an education system are we basing these marks on? Physics, chemistry, maths, English, French. Everything is only to do with our physical side of human being. But I just wanted to tell a holistic development of a child, the physicality is only 10% of who a human being is. It is very important for every education system, every country to understand if a child has to develop, it's not physics, chemistry, maths, and English alone that will help them move forward. As we always talk on BYM platform, there are 4 sides of every human being, including a child. If a child has to develop, the development has to be on the holistic side.
Exactly.
On the holistic development, there are 4 parts. One is the physicality that we all know of, and we are doing a great job. But there are other 3 key aspects of humanity, of a child development, that the school education system is not focusing on. The other 3, which I really want to just touch on, because it's an ocean of a subject, Deepti, I will just mention here. One, which we have already talked about, the physicality. The second is the mind aspect. Our whole physical side is being ruled by our mental world. How much understanding do we have about our mind? Because we are raising children with no understanding of the mental side of a human being, the children are growing up with no understanding on the emotional part of their life. The third part is the soul. There is, whether you believe a soul is there or not, there is a spark within us. And without the spark, without the life flow, there is nothing that exists for a human being. Every child needs to understand what is that spark. When we say inspiration, what is? Where does it come? It doesn't come from body. It doesn't come from mind. Then where does it come from? And that's the heart aspect of it. So the third side is the heart. And the fourth part, which is very key to a human development, is the complete universe. We are part of this universe, Deepti, and we cannot isolate ourselves and think, I have nothing to do with the universe. The nature around us, the stellar, the stars, they are all our universe and we are part of it. And today, the humanity feels so isolated because of our education system, which only focuses on the physical aspect. So now coming to your question about this course, that is a totally different ball game. The body side, which is 10% of the holistic that I was talking about. Now, the current education system we have generated a rat race among the children. We have developed a competition with the aim that they may excel by competing each other. But what have we developed? We have developed pressure, stress, a society full of anxiety, depression, to the point that we are seeing our youth compelled to the path of suicide. I hate to
Exactly.
mention this,
Yes,
but if
ma'am.
we start looking at our statistics, it is our education system, it is the way we are running our society, where we have totally forgotten the other three aspects of humanity,
Yes.
which is our mental, our heart, and this universe, that we feel so isolated and lost in this community.
Yes, ma'am. And so, though it is a known fact that because of the competition and because of this stress, and children are being targeted to score more and more marks, and they are leading to the suicidal activities and all, and still people are not bothering towards their education system, still targeting for scoring more marks. So this thing has to be isolated completely for the from the society, ma'am. And how it is going to be isolated, ma'am? How this is going to be vanished from our society?
Deepti, this is just not about students alone. This is a combined work between the teacher, student, and the education system put together. We talk about society. Who is society? The children that are growing up, who are going to become our tomorrow. And our current education system has a big impact on the way they are being brought up. The current generation is lacking peace.
Yes.
The current generation is lacking happiness. This rat race that we have generated in the community, in the society, is leading to lack of happiness.
Yes.
By competition, we have generated this idea that whoever wins the race gets everything. But let me tell you, Deepti, even the people who are winning the race, when they look at themselves, they do not have peace or happiness. Why? Because somewhere in the system that we have generated, we have missed the point that the true happiness does not come from outside. The true happiness comes from inside. Happiness is a state of mind. Happiness does not come by collecting all the material things. We have generated a robotic society who are chasing happiness in the material terms, but they are not achieving it. And we can see that in the generation of children. Children have no gratitude in their thinking, in their day-to-day living. You talk to children, Deepti, gratitude has become a word in the dictionary or somewhere in the textbooks. Children want more. No matter how much parents are providing them, the current generation of children want more and more. Why? Because whatever material things are they having, that's not giving them happiness. So what is the main thing that we have to teach them? We have to inculcate this thought that less is more. We have to inculcate that thought that if you have gratitude for what you have already, then everything will walk into your life. Why? Because there is something called adequate. Whatever you have is adequate. We are not teaching this concept to children. We are asking them to run after more. And running after more never takes you to a point where you can have inner peace. Now you might say, why does a child need inner peace? It's only when you reach age of 80 or 90 you're looking at inner peace. This is where the whole system flaw is. If a child cannot know how to be happy when he's 10, when he's 15, when he's 20, you think dramatically they will become happy when they are 50? Today, the society is struggling because everyone is chasing after happiness, but they don't know how to get it. Why? There is so much material outside. There is so much money outside. Then how come the happiness index is going down?
Yes, ma'am.
And the main thing is the education system, because we are not paying any attention on the mental part. What is the mental part, Deepti? Mental part is the emotional intelligence. I was just talking to you about our Acharya curriculum. In the Acharya curriculum that we will be introducing, emotional intelligence, understanding the emotional part of a human being is going to be one of the key objectives. Now you might ask, why? Emotions run our life. Whatever we do, whether we know it or not, we do to make ourselves happy. Every time a child gets angry, he will do everything to make himself happy. Every time a child is sad, he will do everything again to make himself happy. But if we don't explain them, what are emotions? Why does a child get angry? Or why does a human being feel anger? Why does a human being feel hatred? What is fear? What is anger? What is self-love? What is the importance of prioritizing self-love? We are missing out 50% of our humanity, our human being side. So to me, the emotional aspect, the mental aspect is the most important part that should be part of the education.
Exactly, ma'am. So, as we, being the educational organizations holders, so we give the priority for only the physical appearance, which is shown in the report cards. Let it be grades, let it be scoring the marks. Are these only the priority that we give the importance, and we give the least importance for which is not visible, the emotional values are these things, and we exactly do not know. So these emotional values are the reasons are behind the success for every person. So ma'am, I have seen the wisdom sharing by our Crystal Children Corner students, and they have really shared amazing knowledge. I have never seen students like this before, showing a great happiness, a great sense of humanity. Let it be a kind of confidence that I have never seen any children before. So what are the portions are being covered in our Crystal Children Corner, ma'am? So I would like to know the secret.
So, Deepti, as I mentioned before, the whole Crystal Children classrooms, their curricula have been designed around holistic development of a child. So in Crystal Children Corner curriculum, we have 4 halls. We call 4 halls. One is body, the second one is mind, the third one is heart, and the fourth one is universe, as I mentioned just before.
Yes.
So when we come to the hall of body, we think we know everything about body because we think we know biology. We have read biology so well that we know what parts we have. We are talking again from the body physicality side. We have no idea about how to be aware of this body. One of the main downfalls of humanity is we lack awareness. Awareness word is such an important part of humanity's life, but if you really talk to anybody in the society, they will say, what is so big about awareness? And on Beyond Your Mind platform for the last 10 years, thousands of people have realized the importance of awareness, and hence we have included it in our curriculum. How? We teach children how to be aware of their body. When I say body awareness, when you are eating your meals, when you start picking up a morsel of food, are you feeling the texture? Are you smelling the food that you're going to ingest? Are you seeing it properly? Are you connecting with it? When you put it in the mouth, are you feeling the taste of it? Why do we do that? Because whatever we do with awareness, the terminology is mindfulness. Anything done mindfully gives you 3 times the results of doing the same thing without awareness. We eat food, we watch television, and we are just thrusting something in our mouth. And that's why whatever we are putting in the mouth is not giving us enough prana. Now I have introduced a word prana. Human beings at the moment don't even know what is prana. Prana is what is keeping us alive. We think our heart is keeping our alive. The prana keeps our heart alive, which keeps our body alive. So, body management. How do you manage this beautiful temple that has been given to us? We teach children about body management, about body awareness. Not only that, this humanity has forgotten how to express themselves. People, when they are so full of emotions, Dipti, they
Yes.
don't know how to release their emotions.
Yes, ma'am.
Of course, on the mental side, like we have the second hall called mind, where we talk about emotions, but on the body side, we are teaching students expression of self. How do a person express? Earlier, you were talking about suicide rates and the anxiety and depression.
Yes.
These things only happen when there is no room for expression. Current generation of children have no room for expression. Parents don't have time to listen to them because they are busy earning money to put them in good schools. Teachers don't have enough time to listen to the 50 students because their hands are full and they are being measured by their performance. Nobody has time to listen to the children.
Yes.
How do they express themselves? How does the frustration comes out? And hence in Crystal Children Corner, in the body hall, we give lot of emphasis to expression of self. Not only that, personality development through awareness. So I gave you some sample of hall number 1. Now hall number 2, which is mind, which I was talking about. This is emotional awareness. Not only emotional awareness. When we talk about emotions, what are the things that we are talking about? I would not talk about happiness because we don't have a problem with happiness. What problem do we have? We have problem with emotions like fear, anger, hatred, jealousy, envy. We all know we struggle with these emotions. But do we understand why we face them? And when we go through them, do we know how much energy we are stocking inside? And that suppressed energy plays havoc on us. So in the mind hall, we discuss with children about all these emotions, which we call negative emotions. Of course, there is nothing positive or negative. Everything is an emotion, but
Yes.
the so-called society, which calls it negative emotions, if a human being or a child does not know how to handle, how to manage these emotions, then what will happen is each child becomes a pressure cooker. So we teach them to understand their emotions, to identify their emotions, to accept. It is very difficult to accept these negative emotions.
Yes.
So we train them, we work with them. Why? Because as I said, body is only 10% of who we are, but mind is 50% of who we are. So in the mind hall, we are teaching them about these emotions. You know what makes me happy here? Our Crystal Children Corner students, when I interview them or I counsel them, they're all telling us how they have managed situations where they have been subjected to anger. The techniques that we have taught them for awareness of anger, for acceptance of anger, they have practiced in their life and they have managed those situations. Not only that, Deepti, we teach them how to connect with this nature. Why? Because nature is a big healer of our negative emotions. This knowledge used to be with us long, long time back. Along the time, these things have been thrown somewhere. We want to bring back all that will make this holistic development of a child successful. So what do we tell our students? We tell them, if you are having emotions that you are not able to handle, go into the nature, walk on the grass, hug a tree. Why? Because the plant kingdom has got a beautiful frequency. They're all at a universal frequency that can absorb all our negativity. And our Mother Earth, she's the biggest healer. No classroom talks about Mother Healer. We talk about physics, we talk about chemistry. Do we talk about nature? Do we talk about Mother Earth? It is such an important part of education. Then the third hall that I was talking, heart. We are all divine, we are all beautiful, we are all perfect the way we are. But how come the children feel that they are not good enough? I talk to so many children outside, and they tell me that they are not good enough. Their bodies are not good enough. Their minds are not good enough. And they are not good enough for whatever they are. This is what makes the children a failure, when they look at themselves and they think that they are not good enough. In the Heart Hall, we try to tell every child that they're all divine. They're all beautiful. So what do? We ask them to prioritize self-love. This community, this society is lacking self-love, Dipti. Every one of us is lacking self-love. Because we lack self-love, we go through anxiety, depression, because we have no value for who we are. And this hall is all about giving them wisdom. So what do? We bring amazing books.
Wow.
And one of my favorite books, as you know, Dipti,
Yes.
is Jonathan Livingston Seagull by Richard Bach. I have given so many lectures on that. And recently, in one of the Telangana universities, a postgraduate university, ran my video
Wow.
for postgraduate students. And that was such a viral video in all the college students that I was getting non-stop phone calls appreciating that what a great wisdom it was, because a postgraduate level students could all make so much out of that video. We bring knowledge like this so that children can be inspired and can see their divinity. Now, the fourth hall, Dipti, is about the universe. We might think, what is there to learn about universe? We are a part of this universe. We all should learn the concept of oneness. Humanity thinks that they are not connected to anything. They think they are not connected to Mother Earth. They are not connected to plant kingdom. They are not connected to mineral kingdom. They are not connected to stars. And that is why we are messing up with our nature. We are messing up with Mother Earth. Because no one taught us the concept of oneness. What does oneness mean? Oneness means that humanity on their own can do nothing, because we are one thread in this beautiful fabric called oneness. We teach children that. That is how they respect Mother Earth. They respect the nature. They respect the animal kingdom. They respect the mineral kingdom. Today, the global warming or the environment pollution that is happening on the earth is because of our education system. We have never given importance on teaching about it. It's not enough just by physics, chemistry, biology for a child to get connected through heart to
Yes,
nature. So this is the kind of curriculum we go under Crystal Children Classroom. And one thing I wanted to add, Deepti, we are
Yes.
giving so much knowledge to the children. And children are in bliss with all this knowledge. Their grades have gone up. Why? Because they are happy. When anyone is happy, Deepti,
Yes.
their efficiency goes up. Their productivity goes up.
True.
Teachers don't have to threaten them. Teachers don't have to say, oh, it's a competition. If a child is happy, he does not need any competition to excel, because a competition makes human being absolutely go out of their balance. But knowledge, happiness makes them thrive. And this is what we are trying to focus on, bring that happiness, that divinity back into every child. And that's how we started Acharya. We want to extend this beautiful concept of holistic wisdom to the teachers so that they also understand this beautiful concept about body, mind, heart, and universe. And then it becomes one theme concept.
Oh, amazing, ma'am. Amazing. Every word of your is touching my heart, because since I have been going to classrooms, and even the class first and second students are facing these burdens of not being fulfilled, the targets of teachers or society. And it's not about the marks, it's about the happiness and how abundance that you are feeling from your heart. That so it's being educational departments and the system, ma'am, we give the importance for only science, and we do not know, we do not make sure whether it is anything beyond the science. So if it is not visible in the microscope or bioscope, we don't believe it. And you are being the bridge for the entire abundance and towards this physical educational system. We are humble. I'm giving the humble gratitude for becoming the bridge towards our educational society, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Deepti, thank you. because you have been such a big cog in this wheel of Acharya. Your initiative, your dedication to start this project has really shaped it to where we are today. The key objectives that I had framed for this Acharya is only because the thirst that you had to improve this society, to make this society holistic. Thank you very much, Dipti.
Thank you, ma'am.